Gamma is my now go-to tool that I think I'm in every day.
A really great tool if you have specific content that you want it to preserve. You've got multiple options about how to bring that content in, and you have the ability to decide how close you want it to match your original content. And that is super helpful. And thank you, Gamma, for taking feedback and being able to upload custom templates. So if you need to preserve the brand of your company, you can do that.
I'm just going to do a copy and paste. You could put this in a Google Doc. You could put this in a Word doc and upload it, but this is just the way that I'm looking at it. Then you'll see here, there's a few different options. There's presentation, web page, document, and social. Now, presentation was what we reviewed before. I'd say it's pretty much the same, but what I have realized is I do use it to create some quick hit PowerPoints where I just need things structured and laid out, and I don't want to spend that time doing it. But where I think Gamma is really standing out right now is documents, ebooks, white papers, internal training docs that you just want to look more polished. Gamma can do. So I just dropped in that content we created. And as Erin mentioned, you can see up here, you can have the text content be generated based off what was said, condensed, or preserved. For this example, I'm going to say keep the text because we've already done this rich analysis and we vetted it to be quality. The other thing is, I like to view card by card view, so it can help me create pages. And this is super easy. It's going to do its best go to have you split it up. And I like to have it try. And it usually does a pretty good job. So now I've got a battle card cover page and then the content broken down into specific portions. Again, this is our condensed battle card. Also, you can pull in from different places. So you can say, hey, do AI created images or use stock photos or use web images. And the format is what we're going to keep it on. So the other thing is it does give you little tips and tricks on how to use the solution while you're in it. As Erin mentioned, you can do custom themes. I have a custom theme for us. So I'm going to go ahead and use that for this example.
Yeah, if you want to customize what your content is, you can give it additional instructions. So in this case, we are building it for sales, but if you want it to be more for marketers or more for SDRs or whatever it is, and then you want it to do the AI generation a bit more, it's going to do that for you right in the tool, which is pretty cool and definitely saves time without having to create multiple versions or enlist your graphic designer and have to go back and change and all the things. So I think that's the other thing that I really appreciate about it is our graphic designer can focus on really sophisticated projects versus just creating PowerPoints or ebooks or things like that can be done a little more simply through a tool like this.
Yeah, that's a great point. It's the time savings and efficiency that allows time for your designers to do other things while you're still able to get a quality output. So what, in 10 or 15 seconds, we were able to get this version and it looks pretty good, but I noticed when it was building, I really think this image is a little lame. And this is a really long page just for this information. So I'm actually able to say, I'm going to take Erin's advice. Don't like the design. Could you try a more standard view without an image? And it's going to take the feedback and work on it. I don't know about you, Erin. Designers' queues are pretty long, and even an edit like this would have maybe taken a couple hours, if not a day plus. And I was able to just change the format of this in just a couple of seconds. It's not about replacing designers, right? It's about freeing them up to do more things that'll be more impactful, but you can still get the quality output you're looking for.
Yeah, 100%. And I think one of the things that I've found in my career is designers get really frustrated with the back and forth. And I think that the ability to cut that down can really enhance the experience for everybody, right? So it's your designers can focus on these like really cool projects and even create some of the templates that you can build these types of low-hanging fruit type of things off of, but then they can really focus on doing more video or animation or things that are going to add value to your brand. So the average person isn't going to be able to do just yet. And I think that they can really spread their creative wings, which is also something that I think is so powerful about being able to help have others self-serve on some of these types of assets.
Yeah, that's a really good point. So what, in less than 30-ish minutes, we were able to get a V1 of a completed competitive analysis battle card. out to our sellers, and we were able to talk to our focus group. We were able to have a market analysis done, and then we were able to produce the content. Even if it's not perfect, you're still getting pretty good results for just a short amount of time.
Yeah, and I think the thing to add to that is you're getting to 80%. Your human oversight helps you get to that 100% or 95% or whatever your goal is. And so if you take the work that it's been done, like you can see from Ken's example, you can pretty easily edit it as well. So it's, hey, this isn't right, or I don't want to include this. Great, no problem. Easily edit it versus having to really do exhaustive research or take a ton of time or go back and forth with your designer or the whole piece that takes a lot of extra effort. And you can really streamline your workflows by being able to create something that's pretty good.
Yeah. I'm just laughing. Who hasn't in their career been working on something and been like, I think it's good enough. I don't need to go back to design. We don't have to do that now.
It's true. There is value to being able to work with your designers to do really meaningful strategic projects versus, again, I just feel like the designers, like how many designers have been like, I just can't wait to get into PowerPoint. I'm dying to make that next deck. Please let me do it. I think that that's another thing that AI really can help with is just how do we make things that we don't really want to do or more of the mundane, repetitive stuff, alleviate some of that pain for ourselves and up level what we're doing. And I think that's the thing that I have found most enjoyable.